Morning, friends. Just getting ready to go to work. Away we go. Oh, very windy today. Thank you. Lovely people, letting me in. Yeah, what an odd day. It is supposed to be 28 degrees today, somewhere around Sydney, or parts of Sydney. So, why not ride? Thanks for watching today's Commmute with me. It's going to be a short ride. Oh, yep. I wanted to take a chance to talk to everybody today to see, first of all, if you ride a bike, and if you do, you're awesome. If you don't, a little bit less. I think one of the first questions I wanted to ask today is for any other RT riders out there, what is the average age of an RT rider? Now, I've been on the forums, I've been on the groups and the clubs, and it's obviously varied. Anyone can ride. I'm 40 years old myself, and I've been riding since I was 17. Been through various different bikes, sports bikes, standard bikes, not really ever a cruiser, super motards. Anyway, somehow ended up with this through good fortune and luck. I was able to get myself an RT, and this is by far, hands down, probably the best bike I've ever owned. I guess in a sense of bike's purpose at the time, because my GSX-R 1000 was the best bike I've ever owned at that time, and that's when I loved the performance of it. That's it's close enough to a race bike as you can get. And the RT, on the other hand, is a combination of it's a sports tourer, right? So it's very comfortable bike, very comfortable long haul, long distance bike. It's got luggage. It comes with panniers. You can put a top box on it. Excellent windshield. Active cruise control with radar. Different ride modes. Anyway, look, it's a luxury sports touring bike, I would say. I'd say it's enough poke in the motor. 136 horsepower, 140 newton meters of torque. Enough poke to get you going really quick, and plenty of poke for what I need. But yeah, I just want to know what the average age is. Is it? Let me be blunt. I've heard it's an old man's bike. Is it true? The other thing I want to ask is 40 years old? I guess down perspective. If you're born in 2000s, then 40 years old. At the end of the day, though, everyone's free to do what they want. If you get on a bike at any age, yay! Well, I hope I never have to give up riding. I love it. I'll probably never give it up. Riding is my meditation, my release. Now, I don't know if you all feel the same. I ride everywhere. I ride to travel, I ride to tour, I ride to commute, as you can see. And it's just awesome. I like it. sometimes it's hard to explain to someone. You don't ride, you don't know type of thing. On the right. Just behind the truck. Weather's a bit weird today. It's actually going to be a nice day, I hope. So I guess this is the first more active vlog where I'm actually being able to speak to you. Got my new microphone set up and hopefully that works properly. But as for you don't know, I ride a BMW R1250 RT. This is the 23 model. I've had it for just under a year. And she's clocked over just over 15,751 kilometers, right there on the dot. And so I've done good kilometers, good mileage on it, and I still love it. Super comfy, practical. She's kind of big, as in big and wide, but so am I, so actually, you know, suits. And I love it to bits. I don't think I'd ever get any other bike. I have been eyeing off the K1600, the GTs and the GTLs. I don't know if you're familiar with the BMWs. And that's a 6-cylinder sports touring behemoth. Sounds like a Formula 1 car. We'll put that on the short list. See how we go. But yeah, I mean, this thing, touring, it's more of a slightly canted forward, but more of an upright position. Excellent windshield. Adjustable windshield. Electric heated grips, heated seats, heated passenger seat. All the creature comforts. As I mentioned, it's got adaptive cruise control, so it's got cruise control with the radar. So it's able to pace the cars in front of you. This thing is, yeah, a touring machine, and you know it's got a bit of get up and go when you want it to go. If you're looking at serious kilometers and you want a comfortable long haul bike, this, yeah, there you go. Come on in. The RT is the way to go. Absolutely is the way to go. I don't know what sort of alternatives you'd be looking at if it wasn't an RT. I mean, I always wanted a Goldwing, and I still might get a Goldwing. Truck is riding. Yeah, I still might get a Goldwing. It's on the table, it's on the cards, you know. And but I think that's I guess the emphasis on the fact that it's a touring bike, less emphasis on the sport. I know I'm on a bit of an omni-train here, but let me go around why I chose the RT. Never ridden an RT, by the way, before I bought it. Didn't even test ride it. I just knew I wanted it. It's kind of weird because I hardly actually test ride any bikes I buy. I sort of think it's like a bit of a commitment. If you like the way it looks, you kind of go for it. A bit like relationships, I guess. Yeah, so I went for it, loved it. Obviously a bit nervous when I first took it. I was like, wow, it's massive, you know. Handle's great, clutch is great. It has some really nice features such as the different ride modes. So I ride in road mode, which is your standard road going mode, and there is a dynamic mode which stiffens up the suspension, increases your throttle response, and there's also eco mode, which I think is, as it says, trying to conserve fuel and be the most efficient. And there's also rain mode, I think, which cuts your power and torque to make it a little bit safer in the wet. But I can tell you this thing has a ton of safety features. It's got your ABS, traction control. I think it has lean sensitive ABS as well. Has this thing called dynamic engine braking, MSR or something like that. Anyway, you can control the amount of engine braking it gives you too when you're off throttle, which is pretty cool. And I think that's the way it does. So when you have automatic cruise control, it can slow you down quite a bit to keep pace with the vehicle in front of you. So it'll speed up. So whatever speed you set, you'll pace the car in front of you. So that if the car's going a little bit under what pace you set, you'll obviously match. And if the car in front of you washes off speed, it has an uncanny ability to wash off speed too. And I don't think it applies brakes. From my understanding, it is probably the engine braking on the MSR. So it actually cranks on the engine braking to get you to what do you call it? To slow down. It almost feels like braking sometimes, but you can't rely on it. Obviously, it doesn't brake for you automatically. So the car's come to a full stop, you're gonna have to yank on the jump on the anchors. So. But anyway, that's pretty handy. It allows you to adjust the speed at the front. Like, let me show you now, right? So set to 63 kilometers, not touching the throttle at all. Yeah, that's slowing down for me now. Accelerating. Anyway, to disengage it, just roll the throttle forward, or you just switch it off from the switch. It's like low speeds like this, you wouldn't use it, but if you're on the highway and just cruising, perfect. Probably not the best bike for commuting. If I'm filtering a little bit, it's, just got to be very wary. Panny is a wide, as wide as the handle, the mirrors you see there. Pretty wide. But it does. I mean, a lot of drivers are quite courteous. They'll let you through if they see you coming. Most of the roads a large amount of the roads in Sydney are very forgiving, wide enough for us to filter at lights. So yeah, just as I'm coming to my stop, just want to recap, like, how old is the average RT rider? If you ride an RT, can you just drop me a comment or note below, and it'll be interesting to know. I'm 40, I'm not shy about my age, and I love riding.